Have you ever known exactly what you wanted to say in English, but the words just didn't come out? Someone asks you a simple question. You understand them? You know the words, but suddenly, your mind goes blank. If that happens to you, don't worry. You're not alone. And today, I'm going to help you. I'm Sarah, and this is Learn English Daily. In this episode, you're going to practice 50 real-life English sentences. Sentences you can actually use. Not difficult English. Not long grammar explanations. Just natural English for real conversations. And I don't want you to just listen. I want you to speak. I'll give you a situation. You'll hear a question. Then you'll have a moment to answer. After that, I'll give you a natural answer. So listen carefully. Imagine the situation and speak out loud. Ready? Let's begin. Imagine you're at a small event. You don't know many people. You look around the room. Then someone smiles at you. Hi, I'm Daniel. You smile. Nice to meet you. Now you. Nice to meet you. Daniel asks, what do you do? Maybe you're a student. You can say, I'm a student. Maybe you work. You can say, I work in marketing. Daniel asks, what do you like to do in your free time? Think about your real answer. Maybe you like watching movies. I like watching movies. Maybe you enjoy reading. I enjoy reading. Daniel smiles. Me too. Then he asks, have you seen the new movie? You haven't seen it? What do you say? No, not yet. Again. No, not yet. Daniel starts telling you about the movie. But suddenly, you hear a word you don't understand. Don't pretend you understand. Ask him, what do you mean? Again, what do you mean? Daniel explains it in a different way. Now you understand. You smile and say, oh, I see. Again, oh, I see. The conversation continues. Daniel asks, do you want to get something to eat? You're not hungry right now. What can you say? Maybe later. Again. Maybe later? Daniel nods. Then he asks, are you here with anyone? You look around. You're alone. You say, I'm here by myself. Again, I'm here by myself. Daniel smiles. You're welcome to join us. You smile. Thanks. That's very kind of you. Again. Thanks. That's very kind of you. You sit down with the group. Someone starts talking about a city they visited. You've never been there. You're curious. You ask, what's it like? Again, what's it like? They describe the city. It sounds beautiful. You say, that sounds amazing. Again, that sounds amazing. Then they ask, have you ever been there? You haven't. You say, no, I've never been there. Again, no, I've never been there. They smile. You should go sometime. You like the idea? You say, I'd love to. Again, I'd love to. Now someone asks you, are you free this weekend? Don't listen to my answer. Answer out loud. Maybe you're free. Yeah, I'm free. Maybe you're not sure. I'm not sure yet. Let's imagine you're free. Yeah, I'm free. They ask. Do you want to meet on Saturday? You like the idea? Sure, that sounds good. Again. Sure, that sounds good. They ask. What time works for you? Think about a time. Maybe 3. How about 3? Again. How about 3? They check their phone. 3 works for me. You smile. Perfect. See you then. Again. Perfect. See you then. You say goodbye? You leave the event? And now you're walking home? Your phone suddenly rings. You answer. Hello. Someone starts talking. But you're outside? There are cars around you. You can't hear clearly. What do you say? Sorry, I can't hear you very well. Again. Sorry, I can't hear you very well. The person repeats the question, but they're speaking too quickly. You need them to slow down. You say, could you speak a little more slowly? Again, could you speak a little more slowly? They slow down. Now you understand. You say, okay, I got it. Again, okay, I got it. The person gives you some information. You need to check your schedule. You say, let me check. Again, let me check. You look at your phone. You need another moment. You say, give me a second. Again, give me a second. You check your schedule. Everything is fine. You say, yes, that works for me. Again, yes, that works for me. The person says, great, thanks. You smile. No problem. Again, no problem. You end the call. Take a second. Think about what just happened. You didn't understand everything immediately, and that's okay. You didn't freeze. You didn't give up. You used simple English to keep the conversation going. And that is exactly what we're practicing. You don't need perfect English. You need English that works. When you need it? And now? Let's put you in a completely different situation. Now imagine you're at a small clothing store. You see a jacket you really like? You check the size. It's too small. You look around and find a staff member. You say, excuse me, can you help me? Again. Excuse me, can you help me? The staff member smiles. Of course. You show them the jacket. You ask, do you have this in a larger size? Again. Do you have this in a larger size? The staff member checks the shelves. Yes, we do. They bring you another jacket. You try it on? It fits perfectly. You look in the mirror. You like it? You say, I'll take it. Again. I'll take it. You walk to the counter. The cashier tells you the price. You take out your card. You ask, "Can I pay by card?" Again, "Can I pay by card?" The cashier says yes. You pay. You take your bag. Then your phone buzzes. It's Daniel. He sends you a message. "Are we still meeting tonight?" You were planning to go, but something has changed. You need to stay home. You reply, "Sorry, I can't make it tonight." Again, "Sorry, I can't make it tonight." Daniel asks, "Is everything okay?" You answer, "Yeah, everything's fine." Again, "Yeah, everything's fine." You don't want to cancel completely. You want to meet another day? So you ask, "Can we do it tomorrow instead?" Again, "Can we do it tomorrow instead?" Daniel replies, "Sure, that works for me." You smile. "Thanks for understanding." Again, "Thanks for understanding." Now imagine you're talking to a friend about an idea. Your friend says, "I think we should try something new." You listen. You're not completely sure. You say, "I'm not sure about that." Again, "I'm not sure about that." Your friend asks, "Why?" You think for a moment. Then you have an idea. You say, "Why don't we try this?" Again, "Why don't we try this?" Your friend thinks about your idea. Then they smile. "That's a good idea." You answer, "Let's give it a try." Again, "Let's give it a try." A little later, you make a small mistake. You send the wrong message to someone. A few seconds later, you realize what happened. The person tells you. You check. They're right. You say, "Oh, you're right." Again, "Oh, you're right." You send the correct message. Then you say, "Sorry about that." Again, "Sorry about that." The other person says, "No worries. The problem is over. Now let's practice." This time, I won't give you the answer immediately. Imagine your friend asks, "Are you free tomorrow?" Your turn. Answer out loud. Maybe you're free. Maybe you're busy. Maybe you're not sure. Good. Now imagine someone is speaking too quickly. You can't understand them. What do you say? Your turn. Could you speak a little more slowly? Good. Now you don't understand what someone means. What do you say? Your turn. What do you mean? Good. You need a moment before answering. What do you say? Your turn. Give me a second. Excellent. Someone suggests an idea you like. What do you say? Your turn. That's a good idea. Great. Now imagine you need to change your plans. You can't go tonight. What do you say? Your turn. Sorry, I can't make it tonight. Good. Your friend suggests tomorrow? You agree? What do you say? Your turn. That works for me. Excellent. Now let's do one final challenge. This time, you're going to have a real conversation. I will be your friend. You will be you. Don't read your answer before you say it. Ready? Hey, it's been a while. How have you been? Your turn. Answer out loud. Good. Now I ask. Are you free this weekend? Your turn. Answer. Good. I ask. What time works for you? Your turn. Answer. Great. Now imagine I start speaking too quickly. You can't understand me. Your turn. Ask me to speak more slowly. Good. Now imagine I explain something, but you still don't understand. Your turn. Ask me what I mean. Good. Now imagine you understand. Tell me you understand. Excellent. Now imagine something comes up. You can't meet tonight? Tell me. Your turn. Good. And finally, suggest another day. Your turn. Excellent. You just had a conversation in English. Maybe your answers were different from mine. That's completely fine. Real conversations don't always have one perfect answer. What matters is that you responded. That's what speaking is. You listen. You understand what you can. You think. And you respond. You don't need to translate every sentence. You don't need perfect grammar. And you don't need a huge vocabulary. You need useful English and the confidence to use it. So don't try to memorize all 50 sentences today. Choose 5. Say them out loud. Say them again tomorrow. Then use them in your own situations. The next time someone asks you a question in English, don't wait for the perfect sentence. Don't translate everything in your head. Just listen. Take a breath and speak, because every time you speak English, you make the next conversation a little easier. I'm Sarah, and this is Learn English Daily. Keep listening. Keep speaking. And remember, you don't need perfect English to start speaking. You start speaking, and your English gets better. I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.